like to call to order this regular meeting of the Village of Ruidoso, City of Ruidoso Downs, Consolidated Dispatch Joint Board on this day, the 12th of January, 2022 at 1 p.m.
Chief, you might want to put your speaker on.
Oh, shoot.
Yes.
Need me to start over then?
Thank you. Yeah, go
Okay.
ahead. I don't think we have anybody on Zoom. You can say who's present if there is. I don't see nobody on Zoom.
Okay, if anybody is on Zoom, would you make yourselves known? I'd like to call this regular meeting of the Village of Ruidoso, City of Ruidoso Downs, Consolidated Dispatch Joint Board on Wednesday, January the 12th at 2022 at 1 p.m. Can I get a roll call?
Yes, sir. Chief Scott,
Here.
Chief Chavez,
Here.
Chief Thetford,
Here.
Counselor Letterman,
Here?
Counselor Walker.
Here.
I'd like to see if I can get a motion to approve the agenda.
I move that we accept the agenda as approved. As presented.
Second.
Do you want me to call a roll call?
Yes, ma'am,
after
please.
each vote? Yes, sir. Counselor Letterman,
Aye.
Chief Thetford,
Aye.
Chief Scott,
Aye.
Chief Chavez,
Aye.
Counselor Walker,
Aye.
Counselor Letterman.
Yes.
Okay, yes. I was going to say.
Aye
Chief-
twice.
Chief Lawrence. I'm getting confused. Okay, thank you all.
Moving on to regular items, can I get a motion to approve the minutes of the meeting dated October 13th, 2021, and it was a regular meeting?
I'll make that motion, Chief Scott.
Okay, I have a motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
Okay.
That's okay, Chief. Go ahead.
Okay. Counselor Walker,
Aye.
Chief Chavez,
Aye.
Counselor Letterman,
Aye.
Chief Scott,
Aye.
Chief Thetford.
Aye.
Thank you.
Next item is discussion and possible action on adoption of Resolution 2022-01, a resolution declaring reasonable notice of public meetings for the Consolidated Dispatch Joint Board. Can I get a motion?
Yes, and everybody's aware of the open meetings resolution and just stating the date and time, and we've gone to quarterly meetings, and they're on the second Wednesday of every month, of every quarter month at 1 o'clock. So,
I move that we accept Resolution 2022-01, a resolution declaring reasonable notice of public meetings for the Consolidated Dispatch Joint Board.
A second.
okay. Counselor Letterman,
Aye.
Chief Chavez,
Aye.
Chief Scott,
Aye.
Chief Thetford,
Aye.
Counselor Walker.
Aye.
Thank you.
The third item is discussion and possible action on election of officers to include chairperson and vice chairperson.
I would like to, are we going to go with chairperson first?
You can do them separately, or you can do them together, whichever you wish to do.
I would like to nominate Chief Chavez for chairperson and Chief Scott for vice chairperson.
Second it.
Okay, we have a motion and a second.
Okay. Counselor Letterman,
Aye.
Counselor Walker,
Aye.
Chief Scott,
Aye.
Chief Chavez,
Aye.
Chief Thetford.
Aye.
Okay, motion passes. Thank you very much.
Okay. Next item is reports from board members. I know at the end of the last meeting, we had some things that we wanted to investigate and see, and so I don't know if we've gone anywhere on any of that or not. But
I think the biggest issue from the last one that we talked about, and it's noted in the minutes, is that Sheriff Wood came down and discussed the possibility and availability of becoming part of the Consolidated Dispatch and making it a true consolidation with the county. The one thing that is in question was the communication capability from the Horton complex. And that's going to be something that we're going to have to take a look at once we get our tower up. We just got it approved yesterday at council to begin the process of ordering it, because like everything else right now, there's a lag time. And for that particular piece, there's a 10-week lag time to get it here. But once that delivery happens, if it does happen at the scheduled time, it won't interfere with no part of White Sands Construction's what they have going on, because the back part, if you're all familiar with the Horton complex, there's a Sally port that has to be built for the courts, which is going in next to Consolidated Dispatch, and then would have to crane in most of the materials for the tower. So once that's up, then it would give us a more accurate account of what repeaters we're going to be able to hit, what equipment that we need. We have done the feasibility studies prior to, and that where the tower is, ordering a few more pieces of equipment, it will make it capable of running all communications within the county. But it's just a matter of figuring out, once we get it up, figuring out what needs to go into where. So that'll happen then. I did also spoke at the County Commission last month, or November, I think it was. The dates have been flying by so quickly. But I spoke, and Sheriff Wood presented this to them, and they were in favor, 100 support to getting on board with it. So we do have their support also once we can get that feasibility study completed.
Okay. And I guess that was what I was kind of alluding to, was the feasibility study was going to be an outside agency or group, correct?
Yes, it was going to be.
Contacted them at all?
No, because we haven't. I did make an initial contact with them, and they said that they would be able to conduct the study and give us all of the reports that we needed, and an equipment list and that type of thing. However, we need to have the tower up in place, up and running, so it doesn't do us no good to set them up or get anything done right now until that's going forward.
Okay.
Chief Scott, I have a question.
Yes, sir.
Chief Chavez, I noticed in here they kept talking about other towers that have backup generators. Are they going to have one there?
Yes, we're going to have a backup generator there that will satisfy the demand of the tower itself, plus the demand of the communication operations. It'll be, I think we just ordered it, I think 25 kW. Is that sound right? And it'll be natural gas operated. So if anything goes down, we'll still have the power to run it. So it'll be a natural gas generator there.
Oh, cool. Thank you.
Any other reports or anything else that any member would like to bring forward? Okay. We do not have closed session, and so I would look for a motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion.
And we are adjourned.
We don't need a motion
Okay.
to adjourn.
Yeah.
We are
thank
adjourned.
you.
Okay, 1:07.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I think we need to set this.
When is the next meeting?